wouldn't deal with me reliving the past of Diego Velázquez. He gave me what I thought was a strange look and said, "We don't know a lot about the subjective effects of the drug. That's the point of the study." Not much of an answer, I said, and he sort of withdrew a little behind the professional Kevlar and said, "Well, you're a painter, and you're having a kind of fantasy about being a famous painter. It's merely an enhancement of what we see every week on American Idol. You think it's a wish fulfillment fantasy? What else could it be?" he said, and he had me there. "But let's lower the dosage, shall we? You seem to be particularly sensitive to the drug." Then he had to go do something, and he handed me over to Harris, who ushered me into one of the little rooms. I lay down on the couch. She arranged her tray of little beakers, selected one, and said, "Would you mind if we put you in some light restraints? It's for your own safety." I said I didn't mind at all, and after I had chewed my wad, she placed Velcro bands around my wrists and across my chest. Then the usual floating sensation, and then I'm standing at a table grinding massicot into a fine powder using a stone mortar and pestle. The 4 casement windows of the room were lately barred with shutters, but now the fighting in the city has died away, and there's light again to do this work. I feel the grit of the bright yellow powder with my fingers. It isn't fine enough, so I keep grinding. The old man will not beat me if I don't do it right, but that doesn't matter. I must do it right. I must please him, because it's my duty, and the honor of my family demands it. Honor is like a constant pressure, sometimes between my eyes, sometimes in my gut, like a live thing, like life itself. The fighting was about the Immaculate Conception, which means the Blessed Virgin was born without original sin. I believe this, and it gives me an almost physical comfort, even though I don't really understand the theology. I know that some in the city deny the Immaculate Conception, and that's why there was a small war here. I saw beaten and dead people on the street, and I wished that I was a man so that I could fight for the Blessed Virgin too, and kill the bad people who deny her glory in this way. Mary's honor and my family's honor and my own honor are all tied together into that solid feeling in my center. I am a hidalgo, a son of someone. I am noble on both sides of my family, of pure Christian blood, and this thought is a constant undercurrent of all my thoughts, like my name, or my family's history, or the positions of my limbs. I finish the grinding and place the pigment carefully in a stoppered jar. I go into another room, where there is an elderly man staring at an uncompleted painting, my master, old Herrera. I tell him I have finished grinding, and say that if he has nothing else for me to do, I would beg his leave to go out drawing in the plaza. He waves me away. He is no longer interested in me because he knows I can already draw and paint better than he can himself, and that I will not ever work for him, so that he can profit from my skill. I put on my hat and cloak and call out for my servant, Pablo. In a minute or so he comes out from the kitchen, smelling of smoke and grease. He is a boy a little older than me, dark skin, greasy black hair, wearing my cast-off clothes, which are too small for him. I feel a kind of affection for him, but I also feel that he is not really a person like I am, more like a superior kind of dog or a donkey. I understand also that there are those, the grandees, who feel the same way about me, and this thought is like an intolerable itch. I wish to rise in the world.